Hello again. Welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So tonight I want to talk about state of mind again, and I know I talk about a lot, but I've been thinking today about you know having lost my spark, as I identified earlier, and how easy it was not to notice, how easy it was to just kind of coast along, sort of with my head down, doing things, not being unhappy, not being depressed, I don't think, but just not being myself either. And, there were some things going on, there's no doubt, but I keep going back to this image of this dachshund bouncing up and down in this, newly fallen snow. And then I look at, videos with little kids in them, like toddlers, who are just loving every moment of their life. Now, okay, not all toddlers every moment, clearly, but, you know, there's just such unbridled joy, and it's so effortless. And somehow, somewhere in the process of growing up, we lose that default and we replace it with something else. And it's different for different people. Some people become worriers, and some people become, you know, um, have addictions, and some people, I don't know, like there's so many gazillions of things out there. And yes, obviously there's still people who have joy, and there are people who are happy. And it's not all bad stuff. We all suddenly, go into the depths of despair and that kind of stuff. I don't mean to paint it that way either, but that spark of joy, that wonder that we have, that innocence, it's gone far too early. And I find that the older I get, the more I want to go back to it. Like, not in a way that, I've got blinders on to everything else that's going on, but just within my own heart. And so I find myself now, having identified that for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I had sort of lost that spark. I find myself now every day kind of checking in with myself, because I don't want it to be another, month. I don't even want it to be another day without me kind of checking my pulse, right? Checking to see how it is that I'm feeling. And I think eventually, again, it'll become something that I don't have to sort of consciously do. Because I shouldn't say never, but I mean, I rarely have to do that. But I almost feel like I can't trust myself at the moment. And it's kind of this weird feeling. So anyway, just, this whole musing is just about, being present with yourself and, checking your joy meter and sort of seeing, what lights you up. Like, are you lit up? Have you been lit up at all today? If you were, what lit you up? Is it something that always lights you up? Is it something you want to, have more of in your life? There's just so many different questions we can ask ourselves. And so over the next little while, on and off, I'll be checking in with you and asking you how your joy meter's doing. That's my music for the day. Have a great one, everyone.